everybody. Hello, and happy Friday. Welcome. I'm Creative Sarah, and this is my studio. I have a fantastic project to share with you today. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be all of the things. And if when I am done with holiday season, you do not have an adorable door tag, wreath, or round on all the doors in your house, I have not done my job. Because this one is going to be so cute. You're going to have to pop it on the pantry door or the bathroom. I don't know where you're going to put it, but light, easy, portable. It's going to be great. Okay. Let me make sure everything is here. Okay. All righty, friends. I'm so excited. Okay, I think we're good, and I think I'm seeing all of comments everywhere. Except, I don't know what happened here. Oh, brother. Again, Instagram gives me all the problems. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hi, Natalie. Thank you. Okay. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Bunny Hop. Hello, Nita and Susie. Okay. Here we go. So this is one of our simple 9x12 door tags. I just took the jute off. We'll put that back on when we're done. I have two wooden cutouts. These are from my Etsy shop, and they match the poinsettias on this stencil. So we're going to work with this. I am going to set this aside for now. I previously painted these with vanilla. So I just used some vanilla chalk paste and painted those, trying to like hurry it up a little bit. Let me go ahead and share my down camera with you and let you know that the keyword today is poinsettia. Poinsettia, watching from Utah. Awesome. How is your weather over there? I love Utah. It's so beautiful. So beautiful there. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do with my poinsettias that were painted with vanilla paste is I'm going to wax them. Before I lay that stencil down, I want to make sure these are waxed. And I'm just using some of our surface wax. This will be included in the project supply list. So when you comment the word poinsettia, I will send you a message, and there will be a link for the chalk supplies. And so you're going to see all of those supplies when you click on that button. And then there will also be a link for the wood cutouts. It's a separate link. There is actually a sale going on in the woodcut shop today. So not only will you be getting a sale on these supplies, but you'll also get a sale on these. So everything I'm using today is 25% off on the chalk website. So when you follow my link, you're going to get 25% off everything. Your stencil, your surface, the chalk colors that I'm using, everything. Now, if you're one of my Perks members, today is your lucky day because you save 30% on everything, like everything. But today you will save 30% plus 25%, which is kind of amazing. I am going to take my stencil and just fuzz it on this terry cloth fuzzing towel so that it isn't super duper sticky. And then I'm just going to stick it right on here. I do not need to wax this surface. Okay, now I'm going to there we go. I'm going to go ahead and stencil on the berries, and I'm going to use vanilla for that. I want my berries to be vanilla. So, and it doesn't matter if you get the poinsettias a little bit, because we're going to be covering that up. So I'm not actually going to stencil these poinsettias at this moment, just our berries. So I just baked brownies for the boys. So last week, since we beat, this is the varsity team that I'm talking about, since we beat our literal arch nemesis, kind of a big rival, haven't beat them since 2014. So that's 11 years. And we beat them last Friday. And I made brownies for the team, for team dinner. I thought I better do the exact same thing. Like, we're not going to change anything. We're going to keep it up. I'm going to make sure superstitions, all superstitions are viable at this point. When you beat a team that you haven't beat for 11 years. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm just going to clean this off so that I can reuse it. I'm using my board eraser. This is going to be so cool. Hi, Anita. Happy Friday. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Deb. Hi, Dana. Hey, you guys. Today's keyword is poinsettia. So you can comment that word and I'll send you a couple things. I'll first send you a message. Well, I'll first send a message, and inside the message will be a couple things. First will be the supplies list for this project that I'm doing right now. Second will be opportunities for you to check out, learn more, and become a Perks member, and check out our club, which is a fun DIY box that you get every month. Right now, during our sale, we are offering that DIY box for 25% off for this month. So your first month will be 25% off. And then every month after that will be the regular price. Okay, I am going to put this onto the cutout, which I better move that. I just need to line it up. I think this is, there we go. And it lines up so perfectly. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan is my son who works for me. Okay, now I am going to carefully stencil this. You can put your color on all one color, but you guys, I personally am going to make, I'm inspired by some poinsettia flowers that I have, and I'm going to make the leaves like different shades. And so I'm going to start in the middle. I actually don't know what I'm going to do with those little circles. I could probably make those darker. But I'm going to start in the middle, and I am going to do, I'll do cherry. So this is cherry, and I'm just going to this is too big. Crazy town. I'm going to get my itty bitty teeny weeny squeegee, That's going to be so much easier to use. There we go. And I'm using the color Cherry on these tiny little leaves. I don't know why I chose to go in this order, but I did. Cherry is probably the most red of all of the colors I'm using. Cabernet is like a wine color. It's still red, but there's a bit of, you know, like a purpley pink to it. And then I've got my shimmer crimson, which is going to be beautiful. I'm going to do shimmer crimson next. And I'm just going to use this. Okay, I'm going to do shimmer on these mid-size leaves. So I guess then, and I'm probably going to have to paste and peel as I'm watching this. This is a little dry. It's a little thick because I probably haven't used it for a while. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this one, and then I'm going to peel that up. So what does paste and peel mean? Paste and peel means I'm going to paste, like I'm going to color in a section with my squeegee and my chalk paste, and then I'm going to peel this stencil up and let that section kind of dry. And then I'm gonna lay it back down and I'll do the rest. I'm gonna do this one in this shimmer as well. So we'll have a little shimmer on here, not a whole ton, because I'm not doing everything shimmery. But my shimmer is a little dry, so I'm probably going to end up adding a little water to that before I close it up. Okay, I've gone ahead and peeled that up, so that is good. Now, before I put this lid back on here, I'm gonna put some distilled water in there. I'm gonna give it a couple good sprays, and then I will shake that up, and that will absorb back in. Now I'm going to do the rest in Cabernet. Okay, so I can, this is going to be pretty. Oh, I forgot I have to do the other poinsettia. Ha ha ha. So we'll just have a little bit of multi-colored poinsettias here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and lift just this section and drop that back down, and then I'm going to come in and finish over here. Probably need to break out my multi-tool again to get into these nooks, and maybe not. Maybe I can do it with my mini squeegee. Okay. Get this. Oh, Bruno. You guys, did you see my stories? we're getting a puppy. Oh, I don't know how Bruno's gonna feel, but hopefully he will take him under his wing. I'm really hoping that's how it goes. I think I'm gonna grab a little espresso and do the little inner, those little things down here. Okay, now I'm gonna peel the whole thing. Ooh, that looks good with the different colors, you guys. It looks so good. All right, now we're gonna do the small one. And I don't have to wash this in between. I just need to figure out which way to lay this. Here we go. All right, and the same story goes for this. I'm going to do, oh, it's a little bit off. Okay, that looks really, oh, it looks really good, you guys. Okay, I'll do that brown first. And then I'll do some cherry on some of these smaller leaves, petals, whatever you want to call it. And I'll do one over here. And then I'll pull it up. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna hold it down and lift and then let it go. Next, I'm gonna get my shimmer over here. And I had added water, so I'm gonna make sure that I stir this up really well with that water. And I'm gonna get what's on this cap as well. Put that in there and just kind of mix. It might take a minute to stir this, but it's well worth it once you have it done. I can see those shimmers over here. Hi, Connie. Hi, Libby. Hi, Joan. Hi, Susie. Hi, Suze. Okay. I'm gonna wipe this off. I have like a little, there we go. And I'm just gonna do a couple with this shimmer color. The rest I'm gonna use the flat Cabernet. But this is so pretty. Actually, I think I'm going to do this behind one as well. There we go. Done with that. Okay. I'm going to add a little more water in here as I put the lid on it because I am done with that. I'm going to pop this up and then lay it back down, press that down, and do the rest in Cabernet. This is gonna be so pretty. Oh yeah. I think having the different colors just gives it a little more dimension. Could you do it all one color? 100%, absolutely. And it'll be super easy. You don't need to do multiple, you can just do one. But I wanted to get in here. It's not every day I use red, first of all. Ooh, there, look at that. See, they look, I love it. I love it, I love it. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go wash this. And when I do, go ahead and comment the keyword today, which is poinsettia, poinsettia. Check the spelling. I had the hardest time. I'm like, 2 T's or 1 T? And it is a E-I-A at the end, right? Poinsettia. So make sure you type it in there correctly. And then I will, if you're brand new, you're gonna get a message from me, and included in that, you're gonna obviously get today's supplies, but you're also gonna get a invitation to my free DIY and crafting group. And inside that group, you'll get more ideas, inspiration, and of course, insider information. And things happen in that group that do not happen over here on my page. So you are getting an inside track to everything that I do, that I offer, etc., etc. So you're gonna, it's just like the inside scoop group if you want to know. Okay. This looks good. I've got it all cleaned. And I'm just going to leave it over here and let it air dry. Oh, these look so good. We need to clean this up a bit so that we can put everything together, because I've got another step that I want to share with you on what we're doing here. So I just want to get this out of the way. Clean off my tools. Pretty quickly. I can put the extra back into that container. There we go. So yeah, if you check out, hey Jesse, over on YouTube, as you are watching, look up in the comments. There is a comment from me with links, because I cannot send you a message from YouTube, only Instagram and Facebook. But you can grab that link. I put it in the comments and I pinned it, so you should be able to see and then click on that to get the supplies and everything else. Okay. Oh boy. I'm gonna make sure all of this is dry before I move on. right, so I'm going to bring this bad boy back over here. Before I attach this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to distress all of the things that I have with some bronze gilding wax. Now, I have become addicted to this in the most recent past. And so, just want to share my addiction with you. I'm just going to outline everything with it, okay? And then I'm going to use a sponge to kind of blend this. So I'm really blending it. Into the vanilla, into the red. Like I'm blending it, but I'm kind of leaving the center lighter. Okay? And yes, I'm using a piece of our board eraser as a blending tool. So it blends really well, but it also disintegrates. So if you see that happening, that's why. You could use any kind of sponge probably. I just know that they blend really well. Even maybe getting like one of those makeup blender sponges would work, to be honest, or any kind of sponge. It's pretty easy to do. Just keep going. And it's, you know, you just kind of want it even. And then in the center, we're still going to leave that light. But I've kind of blended throughout. Now, I'm going to take this and do the exact same thing around the edge. And I find that we really, I want to speed it up a little, but you really have to scrape. You want to scrape the edge to get some of this wax on here so that we have something to blend. That's kind of key. At least I've found that when I'm using this. Okay, now we've got that, and I'm just going to work it in towards the middle. So start out on the edge and then just kind of work it up towards the middle. So you've really created like a look that's darker on the outside. I'm just kind of rounding the way these corners kind of look so I don't have harsh lines. Okay. And you can see how this is disintegrating, but it works to blend. And so I keep using them. I actually love it very much. All right, let me clean this up a bit. I'll grab my wipe. I'm gonna clean my hands off too. Ooh, I got red hands, I got bronze hands. I'm getting dirty today. Good thing I'm wearing a black sweatshirt. Hey, Sue. Hello, Myers. Okay. Hope you guys are having a happy Friday. Friday. All right, we're almost done. We're getting there. All right, so now what we're going to do with this is we're going to place our poinsettias on here. Oh, you guys, this is gonna look so good. Okay, I just want to make sure that I get good coverage. I'm going to use hot glue. I accidentally dripped some. Right here. Oh, brother. How did I know that was going to happen? Duh. So I pulled up some of the color. So I'm going to quickly fill that back in. No big deal. No big deal. I'm just going to fill it back in. This is our Cabernet. And I'll grab this is what you do if you accidentally mess up your color. Grab a little bitty paintbrush and just kind of go in here and fill it in. If it's a small amount, if it's a really large amount, you can just grab your stencil, line it up over your project, place it down, and re-chalk with your squeegee what you pulled up on accident. It'll be fine. There, it's fine. Everything is awesome. Everything is fine. Little bitty mistakes happen all the time. And if you know how to fix them, that is just gonna help you. Don't be afraid when you make a mistake. Okay, now looks so good, doesn't it? Now, I was gonna add a tag, but I don't like it. I don't want to. Okay, what we'll do, we'll add our hanger back on here. There's so much pretty stuff going on. I don't even know if I want to add anything else up here. I really don't. You guys, this I'm like, I don't want to take away from what I created. You guys see that? You've got some shimmer, you've got that dark. I left room. I could, let me see. Let me see. I could do just using the wrong scissors for this. Let me grab a couple pieces of ribbon here. And I think what I'll do is make I'm just gonna line these up and make like a little bow. I'm using jute because it matches and I've already got jute on there. I just took two, let's see how big. They're like 6 inches, 5 inches. Trim off and unravel this jute a little bit. And I'm just gonna pop this up at the top. This is what it looks like. And then I'm just gonna pull this and kind of pop it up at the top at an angle. Hi Norma, hi Dawn, hi Veronica. Veronique or Veronica, I don't know. Joyce, hello. Hi Patty. Okay, now I'm gonna do a little trick. If you want your ribbon to stay put and it's not wired, just use a little hot glue, can be your friend. There, what do you think? I just added a little bow off-centered. This can hang or you could set it in a little holder. I got nothing. I love it. I love the colors, how it turned out. Thank you, Catherine. Hi, Cindy. All right, the keyword today is poinsettia. You can comment that keyword and I'll send you all the information for this project, as well as how to save 30% off by becoming a Perks member or joining our club and getting our monthly DIY box. All of the things I'm using today are on sale. And you can save 30% by becoming a Perks member, but our sale is for 25% off, which means you're gonna have 30% off plus an additional 25% off. Enjoy. Hope you have a great Friday, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.